wanna test me, I don't like to play. Don't take this shit personal, I'm going like today. You see my name everywhere, I think it's safe to say. Don't come at me wrong, yeah, before I make this, yeah. You don't wanna test me, I don't like to play. Don't take this shit.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Craniac Gaming. As you can hear from my voice, I am not at 100% at all. I'm sick as hell, but we're here to bring you another video regardless. A little bit of movement in the coaches polls. We don't move anywhere, but Oregon is hot from 8 to 3. Ohio State moves from 3 to 5. Don't really know why, but I'm not going to ask any questions. We did move back in the media polls, however, for whatever reason. Not really sure, but we just got to keep winning games, I guess. And Josh Seymour is back in the Heisman watch. He's number 5 on the list so far. He dropped out a few weeks ago after having a really bad game against Florida State, at least for his standards, but he's back now. And of course, our next game is going to be against Virginia. And 2 sub players play for Virginia right now. One of them is not going to be playing. Rigoberto Ramirez is not going to be playing in this one, unfortunately. But we will be facing Evan McAfee, a guy that we went after. That's a V-Dub's player, by the way. Shout out to V-Dub. We did go after McAfee a few years ago, but he decided to pick Virginia over us, so we might want some payback. But we're going to look at the halfway stats so far this year, with Fred Kane and Jesse Garner both split in time. Kane has 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Garner so far this year. Both of them have over 500 yards passing so far, and if I remember correctly, like, they've played the same amount of games. It's just Garner's gotten hurt for a few games. Looking at the rushing stats, you see Seymour leads the team with 719 yards and 9 touchdowns. Fred Kane, 105 yards and 1 touchdown so far this year. Bobby Rodriguez does have 2 touchdowns on the season, but overall, he's more of our kick returner. We haven't given him a whole lot of carries. As far as receiving goes, Carlos Starks leads the team in receptions and receiving yards, while Ricky Lee Perry-Paul leads the team in touchdowns with 4 of them. And let's see if it shows drops. Yeah, Starks has dropped 4 passes so far this year. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Drew Bennett because he's a pretty good receiver, but he just drops the ball way too much. And as you see, Jackson Leger has only given up 3 sacks so far this year. Chris Jones, the left guard, has given up 7, but I mean, he kind of got thrown to the wolves. He is a true freshman, so he's going through it so far this year. Defensively, Brandon Lee leads the team in total tackles. Lee and Wade are tied together at 34 solo tackles. Tackles for a loss. CJ McCray leads the team with 11. He also leads the team with 7 sacks. Evan Woods right behind him with 5. And Lee, Cinder, and Cox all have 2 interceptions so far this year. David Francis has the most deflections with 6. Then 3 different players with forced fumbles and 3 different players with fumble recoveries on the season so far. And you look at blocks, we don't have any yet this year. Safeties, we don't have any of those either. And I forgot to check touchdowns, but I'm not sure if anybody has any up to this point. But anyways, again, we're going to be taking on Virginia in another ACC matchup, trying to go 3-1 in the conference. On paper, we should be able to handle Virginia pretty easily. I mean, they're not that great of a team, but that's why they play the game, right? Anyways, Virginia's going to start the game off with the football. Here's Jeff Baker, the running back. He's able to break a tackle, picks up about 5 yards on the first play from scrimmage. And 2nd and 5, McAfee going to run the draw play. Here's Baker, dodging defenders. He's onto the open field. He looks like he's about to burn everybody, but Derek Wade finds a second gear, and he's able to bring him down at the 2-yard line, but still a 68-yard gain on the play for Baker. And on the very next play, McAfee's going to pitch it out to Dennis Gordon for the touchdown. And Virginia takes an early 7-0 lead. And there's not even a minute off the clock yet in the game, but now we're looking to respond. Josh Seymour going to pick up 3 yards on the first carry of the day. 2nd and 7, here's Fred Kane over the middle. He's going to find Carlos Starks. Picks up 4 yards on the play. Now a 3rd and 3. Kane going to throw right side, and Ricky Lee Perry-Paul can't haul it in. So we go 3 and out to start the game. Then a 2nd and 7 for Virginia. Evan McAfee gets smacked by Cedric Mosier-Dalton, loses 4 on the play. The 3rd and 11, throws to the left side, and it's knocked away by Antonio Coleman. Virginia goes 3 and out. Now we have another chance. Here's a 1st and 10. Counterplay to Seymour. Nice little spin move there, and he's going to pick up 14 yards on the play and a new set of downs. Now 2nd and 6. Kane under pressure, just holds the ball way too long, goes down, and he's going to lose 7 on the play. Now 3rd and 15. Kane in the shotgun again. And he's going to throw over the middle. It's caught by Ricky Lee Perry-Paul, but well short of the 1st down marker. So again, we have to punt it away. Now 1st and 10. Jeff Baker with another big run, 7 yards on the play. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 3. Another handoff to Baker, and Brandon Lee just completely missed him there. Baker's going to get into Baltimore State territory with a 10-yard run and a 1st down. But now they face a 3rd and 8. Here's McAfee looking. He's going to try to scramble, but he's tripped up. Loses a yard in the play, and Virginia's drive stalls out. So now we have a chance to tie the ball game up again. Here's Kane rolling to his left. Throws, and he's going to find Ricky Lee Perry-Paul, who gets up to about the 46-yard line. Big game there and a new set of downs. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Seymour. He's going to get into Virginia territory with a 4-yard gain. Now a 3rd and 5. Here's Kane on the option. Spins out a defender, and he's actually going to pick up the 1st down. A great effort there by Kane. Picking up 6 on the play. Now 1st and 10. Time winding down in the 1st quarter. Kane going to let it fly, and he's going to find Carlos Starks up to the 6-yard line. A 37-yard pitch and catch. And we end the quarter down 7-0. Now there's a 3rd and goal. Kane rolling to his right, looking for somebody, throws it, and it's going to be caught by Carlos Starks for the touchdown. So we tie the ball game up early in the 2nd quarter. It's 7-all. Now Virginia trying to take the lead back as McAfee's going to find Watson, and Brandon Lee's going to bring him down by his face mask. So now Virginia gets even more yardage on top of that. Now 2nd and 11, they're just across midfield. Here's McAfee over the middle. He's going to find Baker again. And Baker inside the 40 now. New set of downs. 1st and 10. Here's McAfee going to pitch it to Baker. Baker going to break a tackle. He almost got forced out of bounds, but he's able to stay in bounds. And he's going to get into the end zone. 32-yard touchdown run for Jeff Baker. And honestly, we should have had him a few times on that play, but regardless, it's 14-7 Virginia as Kane going to run the option to the left side, pick up 8. Now we face a 3rd and 1, handoff to Seymour. Seymour gets into the open field, across the 50, up to the 40, the 30, the 20, and he's going to go for a touchdown. A big run by Seymour to respond to Baker's big runs. And now we're tied back up at 14. Almost midway through the 2nd quarter. Here's the 2nd and 11. McAfee going to throw to the left side. Baker has space. He's going to be pushed out after a 5-yard gain. Now a 3rd and 6. They're going to run the screen again. This time Baker with plenty of space in front of him, plenty of blockers. And he steps out after a 12-yard gain. But a new set of downs for the Cavaliers. Now 1st and 10. McAfee going to try to scramble. Breaks the tackle. And he's able to get the 1st down into Baltimore State territory again. Now we're halfway through the 2nd quarter. Here's McAfee trying to get free, but he's going to be brought down for the sack. It's Derek Wade there with his 2nd sack of the game. Now 3rd and 21. Looking for the screen pass again. This time Brandon Lee has it snuffed out. Baker loses 6 on the play, and Virginia has to punt it away yet again. So now it's our chance to take the lead here. It's a 3rd and 2. Kane going to roll to his left. And he's going to try to run this one. Gets the 1st down. Steps out of bounds. So a minute 33 to go. We're trying to get into the end zone again. Here's Seymour on the carry. Tries to spin, but he gets caught. But he does gain 7 on the play. And he's over 100 yards already, by the way. Now it's 2nd and 3. Kane going to roll to his right. And he's just going to throw a really irresponsible pass. He had Bobby Rodriguez wide open. But he tries to force it to Renner, and he pays the price. So now it's Virginia ball, 3rd and 10. Here's McAfee over the middle to Blackman. And Jake Pride makes a big stop there to force the 3 it out. Now a 3rd and 10. Kane trying to make something happen before the end of the half. And he's going to be caught from behind for the sack. And that pretty much does it for the first half. We're tied at 14 with Virginia. So Virginia giving us a much tougher game than I anticipated. But we still have a chance to win this one, obviously. 1st and 10. Here's Seymour. He's going to end up picking up the 1st down. 11 yards on the play. Now a new set of downs. It's 2nd and 10. Kane gonna throw to the left side. He's gonna be intercepted again, this time by Coe. Just not a very good throw there at all. Probably should have put more air under that ball, but anyways, now 3rd and 9, and Brad Brown able to break up this pass. Incomplete, and Virginia goes 3 and out. They try a long field goal here, trying to take the lead, but they're gonna miss, unfortunately, and that gives us great field position. Now 1st and 10, here's Kane on the option, able to pick up about 7. Now that makes it a very manageable 2nd down, 2nd and 3. And the play fake this time, Kane gonna keep it himself again, and he's gonna pick up about 6 yards. New set of downs for Baltimore State. Now 1st and 10. Seymour on the counter, able to pick up a pretty good chunk of yards, 11 yards on the play to be exact, and a new set of downs. So now we're threatening to take the lead again. Here's Kane on the option, gonna pitch it to Seymour, and Seymour with a nice little spin move there, getting 13 yards and a new set of downs. Now 1st and 10, Kane gonna throw right side, and he's gonna be intercepted. I mean, he's just not playing well at all. Ever since the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, Kane has just been awful throwing the football. And then McAfee gonna be brought down on 3rd and 7. CJ McCray there with the sack, and Virginia goes 3 and out. And look who's in at quarterback. Jesse Garner checks into the game as Fred Kane's pulled out, and Garner is going to pick up 7 yards on his first play back. And now we face a 3rd and 3. Here's Garner. Going to throw to the left side, finds Carlos Starks. Nice little spin move there to get into Virginia territory. And a new set of downs for Baltimore State. Now 1st and 10. Garner going to roll to his right. He's looking, and he's going to throw, and he finds Ricky Lee Perry-Paul, who makes the grab, and he's pushed out at about the 11-yard line. So now it's looking like we're going to take the lead here. Here's Seymour. Nice little spin move there, and he's going to force his way into the end zone for the touchdown. We take the lead 21-14, our first lead of the game, actually. So Virginia trying to respond. Under 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter, and Baker's going nowhere. A big stop in the backfield. Forces a 3rd and 14. McAfee looking. He's going to throw to the right side, and Antonio Coleman just gets completely burned. Center's going to catch up to Joe Reed, but Reed gets a 54-yard gain in the play. And new set of downs. Virginia just outside of the red zone. McAfee going to run. He gets the first down, but Brandon Lee makes him pay for it with a big hit. But a new set of downs for Virginia regardless. And here's Baker running to the left side. He's going to force his way into the end zone for the touchdown, a 14-yard touchdown run. So, I mean, really the matchup you thought was going to be Kane versus McAfee, but really it's been Seymour versus Baker. And now 3rd and 8, Garner going to find Ricky Lee Perry-Paul right near the sideline. 14-yard gain in the first down. New set of downs for Baltimore State. And there's a screen pass to Seymour. Seymour going to get the first down. Gets spun around backwards, but he gets forward progress, so it is a first down for us. And the last play of the 3rd quarter, Garner going to roll to his right. He's looking, and he ends up deciding to run it. Able to pick up about 7 yards, make it a very manageable 2nd and 2. Now it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to run the option. Pitches out to Perry-Paul, but he's shut down. Loses 2 yards on the play, but we decide to go for it on 4th and 4. So we don't play no games around here in Baltimore State. And Garner's going to pick up the first down. 10-yard run in the play. But now we face another 3rd and 10. Garner going to scramble again. Gets a block, and he's going to be stopped just shy of the first down marker. But it's a 4th and 1, so again, we're going to go for it here. Garner on the draw play goes to the wrong hole, loses 2 yards, and we turn the ball over on downs. So now Virginia with a chance to take the lead. Pride completely misses the receiver on the screen, and Joe Reed able to pick up 7 yards on the play. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 3. Here's McAfee. Going to throw to the right side, and a catch by Blackman. He breaks a tackle. He's up to the 50-yard line. So things starting to look really good for Virginia. We got to make a stop here. It's 3rd and 7. McAfee looking, throws it his right side, and Reed can't hold on to it. He must have heard footsteps or something. But regardless, Virginia punts it away. So now we have a chance to take the lead late in the game. Here's Seymour. Nice little spin move there. He's going to be stopped just shy of the first down marker, but still a very good run by Seymour there. Now 2nd and 10. Another handoff to Seymour. He gets a block, gets another one. He's out into the open field. He might go the distance. Has one defender to beat, but he's going to be caught from behind at the Virginia 32. Still a great run by Seymour there. And Bobby Rodriguez checks into the game. He's going to get a big gain of his own up to about the 11-yard line. 20 yards on the play for Rodriguez. He would actually leave the game, however. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, the news is not good on him. Jeff Elliott checks into the game, gets 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff to Seymour. Seymour, plenty of space on the outside, dives into the end zone for the touchdown. And we take a 7-point lead, under 3 minutes to go. Virginia, though, on the return. Here's Riley. Gonna cut it to the outside. He has plenty of space. He might take this one, but instead he steps out at about the 35-yard line. Still a very good return. Now 2nd and 6. Here's a screen play to Baker, but Brandon Lee gonna shut that down. A 3-yard loss on the play. Now 3rd and 13. Run the screen again, and this time Lee nearly gets a pick 6 right there. Shades of Isaiah Kegler, but can't hold on to it. And now Virginia punts it away. Here's Tony Cox, the return man now with Rodriguez out. I'll give you the news on Rodriguez after this game, by the way, but a big return by Tony Cox. He's going to get out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So now a new set of downs. Here's a handoff to Seymour. He gets punished, losing 4 on the play. Now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Seymour again on the carry. He's going to get some yards, tries to spin, and he's brought down, and he fumbles the football. Picked up by Virginia. And what a crapshoot the second half has been for us. I mean, at the worst possible time, Seymour fumbles the football. Now Virginia has a chance to drive down the field, get into the end zone to tie it up. Now, 1st and 10. McAfee going to run up the middle for about 4. 2nd and 6, just over a minute to go in the game. McAfee going to try to scramble again. He tries to get away, but Wade able to hit him for a 2-yard loss. Now 3rd and 8. McAfee going to drop back. He's looking over the left side, and Riley able to hold on to it. Gets the first down. Virginia burns their second timeout. Under a minute to go now. Here's McAfee. Throws to the right side. Finds Watson. Watson going to gain 4 in the play. And Virginia spikes it there. Now 3rd and 6. McAfee again. Goes right side to Blackman, and Blackman can't get a foot down. So it's out of bounds. Last chance for Virginia here. 38 seconds to go. 1 timeout remaining. McAfee going to try to scramble, but he's going to be brought down for the sack. And that's your ball game. Baltimore State finds some way to win this one, 28-21. But Virginia definitely gave us a game in this one. And Jesse Garner did a really good job coming in after Kane just completely struggled through the first 3 quarters of the game. A huge game from Seymour, 240 yards and 3 touchdowns. So with Bobby Rodriguez on the screen, let's give you an update on him. He suffered a shoulder injury, and he's actually going to be out for the rest of the season. It's very disappointing because Rodriguez is our main kick returner. So Tony Cox will probably take over kick returning, and Jeff Elliott will see some more carries at running back. But it's really disappointing, especially on the big run that he had, a 20-yard gain, and then he gets hurt like that. It's really disappointing. So this is kind of a Pyrrhic victory for us. Evan McAfee played pretty decently, 14 for 26. I mean, didn't get to run a whole lot. We basically kept him bottled up. He had a few good runs, but no touchdowns in this one for him. Jeff Baker had a ridiculous game in this one, however. But yeah, this just goes to show you, any given Saturday, any given team can lose a game to a team that you might think is inferior to them. And it's like, you know, people might have taken Virginia lightly, but I mean, they at one point had a chance to beat us, honestly. They had a chance to take the lead late in the game, but the defense played really well down the stretch, and that's all you can really ask from them. But anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well, and make sure you pledge to me on Patreon if you want to help support the channel. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And like I always say, guys, no matter what, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. And I'm out of here. Deuces.
Crash, I know I'm never gonna